You can't beat a champion in the regular season. Buffalo came in and beat us in the regular season. We turned around and won another Super Bowl. I'm just telling you, stakes are different later on. Congratulations. I ain't taking nothing away from what the Rams did yesterday. That was a great win. But don't start going crazy off of one win in the regular season.
Okay, so you're saying it's the Bucs, to be clear. The Bucs are still the
Absolutely,
favorite.
it's the Bucs. Who got Tom Brady on their team? Somebody else?
Okay, Stephen A.
Well, let me be very, very clear. We all know that I got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers repeating. Okay. But the question is about favorites. And what I would tell you is that even though we believe it, that doesn't mean that somebody else can't be the favorite. And when you look at the Rams right now, and you look at what they've constructed, let me tell you something right now. Everybody talk about Matthew Stafford, who, by the way, started the game off shaky. There was several throws that he missed. Like, I think he went like one for his first 6. He missed Cooper Kupp. He missed Deshaun Jackson. He missed a couple. He missed Woods one time. He missed a couple of cats, okay? He just looked shaky, and the moment appeared to be a bit too big for him.
Early on.
Very early on.
And then he got revisit this. We will revisit.
And then he got himself together. Right. Here's what I would tell you to look out for. The Los Angeles Rams beat the Buccaneers yesterday. So I think it's justified to make them a favorite in this regard. You got the Super Bowl at SoFi, right?
Yeah.
That's where they play every Sunday. That's where they play every week, right? On their home games is at SoFi. You got the Super Bowl there. You got the reigning defending Super Bowl champions that have to do what they need to do because in terms of the pressure that's coming their way, they got to be up every week. They clearly weren't up yesterday. Now, they didn't have Jason Pierre-Paul, so, Stafford was able to step back there and take pictures before throwing a pass. There was no pressure on him. He only got sacked once. You also had a situation where you didn't have Antonio Brown on offense because he was in COVID protocols, so that's an elite weapon that Tom Brady didn't have available to him. I understand that. My flip side is, I'm watching how this offense clicked. I'm watching how suspect Tampa Bay's defense has been throughout the season. Now, Bunting is out, and I get all of that. But the bottom line is that they're suspect defensively. And the combination of them being suspect defensively, along with the Rams' ability to get to the quarterback, along with the fact that in Stafford, it's a significant upgrade from Jared Goff. Okay, and on top of it all, you got the Super Bowl at SoFi, and the fact that they won this game in the playoffs will likely, not guaranteed, but likely mean you'd have to come back to SoFi to beat them. I don't think that you piggyback off of last year where you went on the road, in Green Bay and won an NFC championship game, and you repeat that this year if you were able to go up against the Rams. I think that's a daunting task. I think it's justifiable for those who believe that the Rams are favorite right now based on what we see.
Just a couple things you said. Let me just pull out there. You talked about the nervousness that struck Matthew Stafford in the genesis of that game. If the nervousness struck him in the genesis of that game, imagine ye what he's going to go through when he walks up in the playoff game looking at Tom Brady. I'm just dropping that because you said that. Just imagine that. The pressure, if he felt pressure where he was, 1 for 6 early on, if he felt that pressure, what do you think he's going to feel? Hence what I was talking about. When you talk about being favored, we got to look at the results of what happened, but we also have to put our minds to it and be able to project on what will happen and bring those other circumstances around. Now, Tom Brady played against a great defense, but he still threw for 432 yards in the way you so cavalierly just threw out a few things bothered me deeply.
I mean,
you talked about Antonio Brown not playing like it was
a big deal.
Like it was just Antonio Brown. And I hear people talking about, well, you got Scott Miller, he could be Tony Brown. Stop it. Antonio Brown had 6 100-yard seasons in a row. And 100 catch seasons. 100 catch seasons in a row. Excuse me. And then also, oh my God, I've never seen, this is one of the greatest games I've ever seen in my life when he returned for that playoff game against Jacksonville after being out for 3 weeks, the performance he put on. And what he gives this Tampa Bay Buccaneers offense that they missed yesterday is the big strike ability. In 07, when he had Randy Moss, Tom Brady right now had 9 touchdowns going into yesterday. That in the first 2 games. Never before in history has he ever done that. Has he ever done that? And Antonio Brown now on that team
Right.
makes a huge difference.
Well,
a huge difference.
Just remember, the Rams defense got the best of Tom Brady last year, too.
I
And that
understand
was
that.
with Jared
Yeah, but
Goff.
the defense-
Ramsey taking out Evans,
we know
Evans
this, we know
still got
the
100
defense
yards.
is not going to be
Right
intimidated,
now, they're
though.
25th against the pass. They got to do a better job defensively as well. They've dropped off a little bit. They got to get their act together. I just believe in Aaron Donald, and I believe in Jalen Ramsey. But let me say this, and I know that you change your voice and
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, like, you know,
It's a
you
beautiful presentation.
You passed the playmaker now.
I
You
was
passed the playmaker.
captivated. Thank you for all that range. Inspiring Stephen A.
Sprinkle this morsel in there. Well, there's a damn faith in me. The reality of the situation is this. Your points are valid, but so is anybody's who believes that the Rams are favorites right now, because what they're anticipating is that if Tampa Bay is going to take them out next time, it's going to have to be back at SoFi.
Right.
And so what I'm saying to you is this. We look at Matthew Stafford. Remember that what the key thing is here with Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
Pay attention to this. Matthew Stafford has never won a playoff game. So when you talk about the moment, the real hump is getting over that playoff game. You get yourself a playoff victory. Obviously playing with a new team, buffered by that defense, buffered by Sean McVay's play calling. And by the way, let me take a moment. Let me bring up Deshaun Jackson, my brother, 34, turning 35 December 1st. Let me tell y'all something. Deshaun Jackson's issue is durability. He gets injured.
Yeah.
If Deshaun Jackson is healthy, I can make an argument that he is the greatest deep threat in the National Football League going on 35 years old. That's how lightning fast this brother is. He's a nightmare. And it opens stuff up for Higbee. It opens up stuff for Kupp. It opens up stuff for Woods. And obviously, you, Matthew Stafford, you love throwing the deep ball. So we can sleep and act like this is the same Rams team all we want to. It ain't Jared Goff quarterbacking. And the Los Angeles Rams have never had a deep threat like Deshaun Jackson. Ever.
Yeah.
Ever. So let's be very, very clear about that. It's a new day. And we got to pay attention to that. Again, I got Tampa Bay repeating as champions. But I'm not sleeping on those who say the Rams are legitimate favorites, because I'm looking at what I'm looking at. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.